I'm going to take my Daphne's Diary magazine and cut it up and actually create a junk journal. This is my copy that I have as an extra. I've already created the base. I took an old book, just the cover. I covered it with this gift wrap, and the outside cover was this beautiful background. So I just inked the edges and I cut these images, fussy cut, out of the Daphne's Diary covers, both the front here and then the back teapot came from there. So I did that, and then I added this trim as well as this lace. I came in with these elastic bindings, tied them in place. So now we are ready to create our junk journal. So if you watched my last tutorial, I created these beautiful snippet rolls, and we are going to use them today in this book. The first thing that we need to do to complete this project is I wanted to add a beautiful finishing touch to the inside of this album, even though it actually looks quite finished with the design the way that it was. I really wanted to add some stitching and some of this beautiful spritz. I'm just going to remove this red line tape so that we can adhere these pieces on the cover. We will put that inside. This tape doesn't usually peel off this easily. I actually went in ahead of time and pre-peeled it up a little bit so that it would easily come off. I'm just going to line this up along the edge. Just following the guidelines of the book. We're already there. So there we have the inside cover complete. I have already gone through and collected some pieces of Daphne's Diary papers and pages from the magazine. Because there are so many beautiful places to put these snippets, like this one I want to put right here. So let's go in and start this part of the process ahead of time here. Bring in my glue gun, and I'm going to use my glue gun to adhere this. This is why I don't mind that the back has this unfinished look, because we are not going to see it at all. It is going to be completely hidden. By the paper. Now you can see how gorgeous that completes the page here. So that's a good place for that one. Let's find one for each of the signatures. So this blue is actually really cute. Ooh, actually no, this one. this green goes perfectly on here. I want to make sure, I could even leave some overhang. I want to make sure that that label is completely covered. So maybe we'll glue here. And let a little bit overhang. Just a touch. I want to cover up that mini greenhouse. Okay. So we've got that on that page there. And then on this last page, oh, this is pretty with this pink and blue right on the edge there. Go there. What else do we have inside that would look nice? Go there. I like it on that front one. But because of the pink here, does this one look better? Could go either way. I think I like it better open with this. Could always move this on the inside. That's a really nice thing about when you use the elastics where you can take the pages in and out. You really have a lot of flexibility. So let's come in and glue this. Beautiful. Okay, so we've got those signatures ready. The other thing that we need to do is add the finishing touches here. I've got these pieces picked out. And I thought it would be nice, because I don't love this bread and jam that's on there, I thought it would be nice to actually create a little cluster that hides that, as well as adding a beautiful floral piece to the cover. Could easily put a little butterfly on there too. Anyways, I like the way that looks. So let's go in and glue that with the glue gun. Let's make sure it will stay well. I love my glue gun for this purpose, but gosh, it is a mess. It's a good thing you can't see how messy the glue gun itself is, because it just drips as you use it. but nothing holds better than a glue gun. This is supposed to be an expensive, fancy one, and I think it's actually worse than the ones that you can buy from the dollar store. But it does work. So we will use that. What do you think? Should we add this butterfly on here? One of the things I wanted to do with my paper clip was actually create a bookmark. I have this bow as well that we could put on her dress. Do I like that color on there? It's not the perfect match. Actually, it looks better without it. I was going to put that bow on there, but I'd have to make it specifically for that cover. I'm going to leave it off for now. I'm not sure that I love that butterfly for it either. We can play with the cover, but I'm glad to have that added detail on there. That gives a beautiful finishing touch. We can put our signatures in. Let's move this messy glue gun out of the way now that we're done with it. So which do we want at the front? This is the one that we had at the front. So you can just tuck these in. Well, that was close. I almost glued that one in there. So when I want to work on these individual pages of the junk journal now, I can easily take the pages in and out. And I can add many more pages. This is just the base to get us a starting place. I can add tea-dyed papers. I can add spots for journaling pages. I could add more Daphne's diary notes as well. And then we will add this. My previous junk journals had been so stuffed full that I realized I needed to tone back what I start with, because when you look, even those little snippets that I have added into this journal, you can see how much bulk I'm already starting to add. At least it's at the edge, and it will give a nice sort of finishing touch when you look at it from the side. I am going to go in and add some of my other, let's cut this one off here. I'm going to go ahead and add some of my other trims and things to the edges as well. But you can see here where we're really starting to get a beautiful look to this gorgeous junk journal. I just love the way that these colors coordinated. It was just what I found with this book. I've got the edges dusted with that gold paste. And so now we can flip through it and see. Again, here was the before magazine that I started with. I fussy cut this part out, and I took just this chunk of diary so that it just is a diary on here. And I may come back in and try to take away from that line, although I'm not minding it the way that it is, but I might add more to this. I might add some gems and things to sparkle it up. So when we open it up, this is what we have. Flip through the pages. This is what our book looks like. And this is the beautiful snippet we have here. So we've got all that gorgeous texture. It looks like we've sewed it right into the actual page. Beautiful variety of different shapes and sizes and colors and torn edges. Lots of places to be creative. Lots of beautiful background pages. There's that next snippet roll we have on the edge there. You can see the backing of it here. That's the last snippet roll on the start of the page. Beautiful images and words, and lots of places for us to use as a jumping off point. I love this spread on either side. Those coordinate so well together. And we're back to the back. I could actually even glue one of these flowers. Since we've got our glue gun out, and this one seems to be in need of some gluing, let's bring it back in. And I do like the colors of this one. So I didn't make this flower itself that I'm using right here, but I did do a tutorial for the other flowers that are in this video with the cover. I can link that for you so you can see how to make that. I'm going to glue this on right here. So I'm just going to hold that in place for it to adhere. I was thinking I should have put something on the back of it just to make it more finished. I can go in and do that even after, but it will look like that. And then when that's dried, it will be a beautiful little flower clip to stick out of the top of the binder, just like so. There you go. So thank you so much for watching. If you are interested in more tutorials, I do have a whole Daphne's Diary series that I have created projects from this magazine. I find it so inspiring to work with and such a fun magazine to read as well. So if you're interested in that, I will leave some links for you for those series of videos at the end here. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again next time.